You haggle over 50 cents for a mango. You will not pay it. You would rather walk an extra block, sweat through your shirt, and argue with a stranger in broken sign language than hand over 2 more coins. No other animal on earth does this. A lion does not negotiate with a gazelle. A gazelle does not say, "Final offer." But you do, every single day. And the strange part is, you are not even poor. You just cannot stand the idea of losing. Scientists have a name for this. It is called loss aversion, a term coined by psychologists Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky back in the 1970s. In plain English, it means losing something hurts about twice as much as gaining the same thing feels good. So, when a vendor asks for 50 more cents, your brain does not register it as a small expense. It registers it as a tiny betrayal, a theft, a war crime, practically. Why does your brain do this? Because for most of human history, losing resources actually could kill you. There was no grocery store, no backup, no next paycheck. If you lost your food, your tools, your fire, you might not survive the week. So your ancestors evolved a brain that treats every loss, no matter how small, like a 5-alarm emergency. That panic never updated. It just got smaller. It shrank down from, "I might starve," to, "I am not paying full price for batteries." Here is where it gets funny. You will spend 45 minutes comparing 2 brands of toilet paper to save 80 cents. 45 minutes of your one, finite, irreplaceable life. You could have used that time to call your mother, learn a chord on guitar, or stare at a wall in peace. Instead, you read 17 reviews about softness density, written by people who clearly also have nothing better to do. And it does not stop at money. Humans get cheap with compliments too. You will think someone looks great and say nothing, because what if they ask you to help them move next weekend? You will let a waiter walk away before correcting an order, because confrontation costs more emotional energy than you are willing to spend on lukewarm soup. You ration your "I love yous" like they are gasoline during a shortage. Meanwhile, a golden retriever gives away full-body, tail-wagging, soul-bearing love to a literal stranger within 4 seconds of meeting them. No haggling, no fear of looking desperate. Dogs are not built with a scarcity mindset. You are. There is a famous experiment that explains a lot of this. In 1981, researchers Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky ran what is now called the Asian disease problem. They gave people a choice between a guaranteed small loss and a risky chance at no loss at all. Over and over, people chose the gamble, just to avoid a sure loss, even when the math said the guaranteed option was better. Translation: your brain would rather risk everything than accept a confirmed, definite small defeat. This is also somehow the exact emotional logic behind refusing to pay for the small-size popcorn at the movies and ending up with a bucket the size of a toddler. You do this at restaurants too. You will split a bill down to the penny with people you claim to love. "I had the side salad, you had the steak, so really I owe $11.40. $11.40. Between friends. Nobody else on this planet does long division at a dinner table out of love. A pack of wolves does not split a kill by body weight percentage. They just eat. You, on the other hand, brought a calculator app to brunch. And free samples. Oh, free samples. You will walk an extra lap around the entire grocery store, past the cereal, past the cleaning supplies, just to swing back through the deli section one more time for a second toothpick of turkey you do not even want. It is free. That is the entire reason. Not hunger, not taste. Freedom from cost. Researchers studying what is called the zero price effect, a concept popularized by behavioral economist Dan Ariely, found that people will choose a worse item over a better one, purely because the worse one is free. Ariely ran a real experiment offering people a choice between a 15-cent Hershey's Kiss and a 1-cent Lindt truffle, a genuinely better chocolate. Most people picked the better truffle. Then he dropped both prices by 1 cent, making the kiss free. Suddenly, almost everyone grabbed the free chocolate, even though the price difference stayed exactly the same. Free is not just a price. To your brain, free is a drug. This cheapness, this bargaining, this penny pinching, it is not a personality flaw. It is a survival circuit, running thousands of years past its expiration date, like a smoke alarm going off because you made toast. Your ancestors who hoarded a few extra calories, who refused to waste a single berry, who negotiated hard for shelter, they were the ones who survived long enough to have descendants. You are the descendant. Congratulations. You inherited a brain built by people who once fought over the last piece of mammoth, and now you are using it to argue with a 16-year-old about a coupon that expired yesterday. So tonight, when you stand in a checkout line, silently fuming because the small was 40 cents and the medium was only 50 cents more, just remember, that is not pettiness. That is 50,000 years of evolutionary panic, wearing your face, holding your wallet, refusing to lose. You are not cheap. You are ancient.